been in the bag for quite a while actually. I got it where it near enough first came out for the pros.
Okay.
So I think I used that actually at Open qualifying. So quite a long time. Put it 1/2 an inch shorter than standard, and I got 10.5 degrees on it, which is probably actually about 11.2 degrees on it, because I actually hit down on the ball. Well, I think my 3-wood lands about 255 and my 5-wood lands about 240, 245. So the distance between the two isn't that good. It isn't that big, but you know the 5-wood does definitely come out a lot higher, which is more better for par 5s. But my 3-wood's quite strong and comes out quite low, so it's better in the wind and especially off tee. I'll probably stick to S56s at this moment in time, just because they're a little less forgiving. So for me, it's better, you know, because most of the time you hit out the middle, I hope, and then. But for the I20s, you can get more feel off of them. But I hit some on the range, you know, back in Singapore, and they were really nice. But at the time, I wasn't hitting it very well, so it's probably not a very good judgment. I did actually have 60s, 56, 52, but I went back to sort of just the sort of 3 wedges. Okay. Because you know, once you see a shot that's lofted, it's just one club instead of, do I need more loft or can I sort of bump it in a little bit more? It kind of confused me a little bit. So I actually decided to sort of go back into more 2-iron and 5-wood, because I felt that was more important to me, because my long game's a stronger point of my game. I tried to go to more wedges to try and improve my short game, but I think it just brought more confusion to it. So I tried to go back to simple and obviously putting back in the 3-iron and the 2-iron. Well, probably a full out 58 was probably about 90, 95 yards to 100, depending on the weather, obviously. You know, my 52 is probably 110 to 115. Obviously my wedges can be up to about 120, 125, that type of distance. I've got a Wolverine H, and the H is just, it's got the same neck on it as an answer putter. So obviously when I line it up, instead of the shaft being bent, it sits like an answer, but it's got a little bit more at the end, so it's easier to line up. And also because it's face balanced, so it's better for me. I have quite an arc swing, so it would, you know, scientists would say that I need a sort of toe heavy putter, but for me I feel like a face balanced putter is actually more consistent. It's been in since the actual St Andrews Links trophy that I won. 2 days or 3 days before I went to St Andrews Links, I was struggling with my putting, and I got Jeff Wallington, who's, you know, the head of the Ping sort of Challenge Tour and amateur game and ladies tour, to send me one, and it worked really well. I just saw it on the internet and sort of asked him to get me one, and I've never changed back. I don't think I will. Well, I did actually try it in Dubai when I played in there earlier on in February last year, but I didn't get along with it because I wasn't hitting it great, so I just stuck to my old golf ball. But then sort of later in the season, I got kind of convinced to use it because it was so much better. We actually had a training day in England training up at Woodall Spa, and Jack Retief, who was at the time was at Titleist, he sort of had a talk about the ball and how much it's improved, and it kind of convinced me to use it, and then I've just used it from there on in, and it's been really good.